What you guys, got another video here for you. In this one we're going to be taking a look at the Chuwi LapBook. Now this LapBook is a 12.3 inch screen, and you can get this on GearBest, and we're going to be taking a look at that in this video. Now just in case you're interested, this one has a Windows operating system. It will run Linux if you want to install Linux on there as well, which is always a plus. And again, it does have an IPS panel on here with the resolution of 2736 by 1824, which is pretty high. Now also it does have an Intel Apollo Lake N3450 with 2.2 gigahertz frequency on it. And also it comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM and eMMC 64 gigabytes of storage on here as well, which can be upgraded to something a lot faster or that suits your needs as well. You can plug external drives into it as well. So let's get it out of the box and take a look at this. I'm pretty looking forward to this one. So this is everything you're going to get inside the box when you order yours. Now you're going to get the Chuwi LapBook, which is this one here, and it really is really well built, and there's some real sturdy build quality to this. You're also going to have to get yourself a power plug adapter if you're living in the UK here, because this comes with a two-pronged plug, as you can see here, which is like a shaving plug here, and you can see a 2-pin connector on the end here. Now also you're going to get your power brick or your power adapter here for your power supply, and you can see it just plugs in there as well. And you get your cable, and you're going to get a load of documents here, as you can see. This is just some sort of warranty, and you've got your little user manual and some other bits and pieces here, as you can see, useful reminder and stuff like that. So let's take a look at the LapBook and fire it up and see what it looks like. So taking a closer look at the actual LapBook here by Chuwi, you can see the finish on this is pretty nice. It's very MacBook sort of look here, and the weight of it is pretty good, and you've got a decent weight here for this product. And the size of this, if you're interested in inches, is 11.54 inches by 7.87 inches by 0.59 inches. And also the product weight for this one is 1.0430 kg, which is not too bad. And let's take a look at this side here. Now on this side you're going to get your power port here for the power, also USB 3.0 and a mini HDMI port on this side here. As you can see, we have another USB 2.0 port here, headphone jack, and your micro SD card slot there as well on this one. So pretty decent. Let's have a look inside. If you look at the outside of it here, the bezel is all silver, as you can see, all nicely silvered up. I do like that nice bezel edge, and I'm going to open this up. It's pretty tricky to open. I'm going to flip that back, and there we have the main palm rest, quite a big palm rest here, and the Sensi pad, and also you've got some LED navigation lights up here to tell you when the power's on and stuff like that on here. The keyboard seems very responsive. We'll test this later on. You've got the bezel around the outside here for the screen, and I do like the look of this. This is an IPS panel. I think this is a Samsung screen on this one, which is a plus point if it is. Now you have a front camera on here as well, which you can't see at the moment. I'll just bring that forward, and you have the front camera up the top here, which isn't great by the looks of it, because it's only 0.3 MP, which is, I should imagine that's a 3 meg camera. We'll test that. We'll have a look at the benchmarks. We'll be able to tell you exactly what that is and what it looks like. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go the read and writes here. So we're just going to go all, and we'll let this run for the crystal disk mark. Now I'm not expecting these to be super fast speeds, but you can upgrade that to a faster SSD if you wish. Now as you can see here, the speeds aren't great. 159.4 and the writes are 51.80, which isn't great, to be honest. Now if you wanted to up those speeds, you can see on the bottom here we have a couple of speakers and some anti-slip rubber pads, and like I said, if you want to up those speeds, you can insert an M.2 SSD right in here. And if you want to get one of those, they're pretty affordable nowadays, and I've just got a cheap one here just to show you. If you don't know what they are, they're just these little M.2 cards here. You just stick them straight in and they screw in, so they're pretty easy to install. Just release that screw and slot it in and put your cover plate on, and go into your BIOS and then change up the boot order to boot to that M.2, and then install Windows or Linux, and you should have a way faster machine. Now also, as you can see here on the front, we're just going to plug in this My Passport drive just to see if it recognizes it, just to see if there's any problems. And as soon as I plug it in, you can see we get some recognized drive, which is nice. And I'll also quickly just check the micro SD card slot here just to make sure that that gets recognized as well, just in case there's any issues. And we should have no problems here, and nope, it's just detected that just fine. Now also we're going to take a look at some film quality. As you can see, the picture quality is really outstanding. I think the picture quality on this from the Samsung panel, IPS panel, is really nice. I do like it, and also the sound in it is really good. And I'll just give you a little sample here of some sound quality from this. Now a real selling point for this is the keyboard. It really is responsive and it really does type well. So I do like the keyboard quite a lot, and I do like the palm rest and the Sensi pad on it as well. It's pretty responsive stuff. Now if you're looking to play hardcore games, then you're going to be pretty disappointed, because this can't cope with the bigger games out there. So it will be able to play some of the lighter weight games like Angry Birds and stuff like that, but I don't think it was designed to be a gaming sort of lapbook, to be honest. Now also you're going to be pleased to see that the actual Windows version does come activated, so that means you don't have to go out and buy an activation key or something like that to get the full version of Windows. You have got a full version of Windows because it is activated from the factory, which is a really nice touch from Chuwi, I think. Now another thing I wanted to cover here is the actual bezel. The bezel is on the wide side here. Would like to see that a little bit smaller and get a bit more real estate on the screen, but that Samsung panel on there is really nice. Now also the camera is not too bad. It's not the best camera in the world, but they never are on these devices. But it will suffice for things like Hangouts and Skype calls and you know, things like that. It should be just fine. Now to finish off the video, I'm just going to say that you can get this for about 238 quid with the discount code, and I think that's pretty decent for this type of laptop. Now what I would say is swap out that drive for the M.2 drive and use that as your main drive and install Linux or Windows, whatever you want. And the only other gripe I would say would be the springy little screen there. Other than that, I want to thank GearBest for sending this one out for review. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching, guys, and give us a thumbs up. Bye for now.